don't know what's gotten into me recently.
Food. And before y'all come for me, I know I'm big too, but I don't go around asking questions I don't need answers to.
Welcome back to Unfiltered. Today we're looking at attention-seeking women getting humbled by men. Starting with this woman complaining about her marriage, but refusing to leave because she's not willing to work.
I hate being married. I long for the day to be single again. The only thing that's causing me to stay and stick it out is because I've been a housewife for 10 years. And to get back out there in the workforce with a mental illness, there's some fears that I have. But I literally do hate being married. So y'all know how I say that I always use my content to push my pain into purpose, make y'all laugh. A lot of this pain is connected to my marriage. A lot of it. I just try my hardest not to put it out there, and I'm still not going to go into details. But just know that this is not gold. And no matter how much I try, no matter what I do, at the end of the day, I still just want the out. I want to be single. I know I can love myself better alone than anybody can love me with them. I love who I am, but I do not love who I am with this person. I hate being married, and all my life, once this is over, I would never get married again.
If the only reason you are staying married is to avoid working, that says a lot about personal responsibility. A relationship should be built on partnership, not convenience.
Pepperoni. I'm not really a pepperoni girl, but oh well. I don't know if I've told you guys yet or not, but I'm on a pill to help me like curb my appetite or whatever. And it's kind of helping. It's to the point where I kind of have to like force myself to eat right now.
Meg.
Even the pills she mentioned sounded more like an exaggeration than anything serious. Up next, this alleged mental health professional shares advice that many viewers felt encouraged unhealthy behavior.
Okay, since some of y'all need the confirmation from mental health professionals, if you want to be you want to go it out in the streets, be in the streets, but definitely be safe about it and try to find people that are reasonably sane. But other than that, YOLO, shake that open, because you know why? Because you know why you're going to die. And you want to be in your death, baby, like, damn, I should have slobbed on this. No. Like, come on, you want to be there? No. You want to tell your grandkids, yes, I was popping. I was living my life. Because you know why? You're going to die. So if you're thinking, should I sit on it? Sit on it.
Oh, say less.
Sit on it. Sit on it. I'm a strong advocate for being a... I shape this for the spirits, for the gods, for the universe, to manifest the things that I want in life. However, have not been able to manifest somebody with some common sense. Well, hello. It's your friendly neighborhood therapist who thought she could save these but got her job terminated as a result. I posted a video on Monday telling men that their dusty behavior is only harming them and that they would benefit from emotional intelligence, and by Friday didn't have employment. Society is already very difficult for Black people in general. And for people to call into question saying that I hate Black men is asinine to me.
It is concerning to see someone in that field post content that could be misunderstood.
Why is typically the first thing that's withheld when women don't get what they want?
I don't care if this offends you or gets you upset, but women are vindictive, evil, and manipulative. What psychopath deprives their man from love, affection, and There's ways to go about things. The more you scold your man, belittle him, and get mad because you don't get your way, he's going to be pushed in the direction of somebody else. This is why men always talk about peace so damn much. Because who wants to be with somebody who creates chaos or be with somebody who takes the immature route? Hypothetical. Say you and your man don't see eye to eye. He didn't buy you the necklace you wanted. Now you're going to go, oh, I'm not going to do stuff with you. Oh, I'm not going to hug you. I'm not going to this. I'm not going to that. That says a lot about your character, that if I don't do something for you, you're going to take things away from me on purpose. Not because I did something, on purpose, because you're vindictive, you're evil. Now, if this is hitting a nerve, you're probably that type of girl. You're probably the type of girl who never sleeps with your man, but gets mad that he likes pictures. You want a monogamy, right?
When you constantly criticize your partner and then feel surprised when they distance themselves, that usually shows there are deeper communication issues that need to be addressed.
Still stand by the fact that my husband is the ugliest man that I have ever met 5 years into our marriage.
Oh dear. Well, that's nice, isn't it?
If you are single right now, it's because you want to be attracted to your partner.
And what exactly is wrong with that?
And that is just not realistic.
Wow. It must be pure magic being married to someone that thinks like that.
I don't know how many times women on this app are going to have to say it. Find an ugly man and marry him.
I have to wonder. You think their husband knows they think that way about them?
And I'm not talking about a guy that just needs a little brush up, okay? I'm talking about a terminally unattractive man.
Terminally unattractive. Right. I wonder if they're referring to their own personality.
I sleep with an eye mask at night so that I have time in the morning to mentally prepare before I make eye contact with my husband.
I think he could do better.
But here I am, married, and you're not, so who's laughing?
I think quite a few of us are laughing, especially those of us that understand that just because a person happens to be married doesn't make them any better than anyone else, as we have just seen demonstrated.
She is not the most respectful partner, and if she doesn't change that soon, it could be bad. Next, this woman criticizes a restaurant online and later faces consequences at her job.
Like, I don't care if I get fired because of this. There's no way I would, but like, if any of my managers are watching this, keep scrolling. There's a few things that like different customers have said to me that have made me think like, girl, you're at a Chili's. 1, lemon in your water. This is a Chili's. It's not going to make the water better and it's not going to make the cup clean. 2, you want your steak butterflied? Am I saying that right? I don't know what that is. You're at a Chili's. I'm going to tell them what to do. They're not going to do it. And while we're at it, 3, I'm asking you how you want your steak cooked. It doesn't matter. It's a nicety. This is me being polite. You're going to get what you get. It will either be bleeding or overdone. Like, just, why are you getting a steak here? 3, you're telling me the bathroom's dirty? What isn't? This is a Chili's. So many times a day, I just want to say, hey, you're at Chili's. Hey, guess where you are? You're at Chili's. I got fired for it. My managers did not keep scrolling.
Companies care about their reputation, and employees representing them publicly can have real impact. It is always wise to think before posting.
What makes a guy easily unattractive? As many. When he doesn't have a fresh haircut, when he doesn't have style, when he looks like a frog. Like, just come on.
What makes a guy easily undriven? Not driven. Just like when he talks about other chicks.
Toxic.
What's your advice to all the men?
Okay, you listening? Alright, the advice to the men is to treat your girlfriends with respect. If you want her to be your girlfriend, you treat her with respect. You treat her like you treat your mom.
It's unfortunate to see the women who get less attention have the most standards. Now this officer surprised viewers with bold statements on social media.
90 miles an hour. You can't do that. So get away.
The since-deleted TikTok was created by Federal Way police officer Brianna Strauss, who said it was a public service announcement for other drivers.
PSA to everyone out there. I'm speaking for myself, but I'm probably speaking for a large majority of other officers out there. If we're driving on the freeway in our police car, get away. Get away.
In the 38-second clip, Strauss tells the viewers, quote, "I can go 90 miles per hour. You can't." She also says officers will find a way to pull someone over.
If us officers stay behind you long enough, we can find a reason to pull you over. If you merge and we follow behind you and we merge too, you're probably in trouble. Best way to find that out is get away.
In a statement to local media, the Federal Way Police Department said in part, quote, "We have viewed the social media video posted by Officer Strauss and can assure you that it does not represent the core values and practices of our police department."
Many people believe public servants should hold themselves to a high standard, especially online. Much like the nurses who discussed situations at work in a way that many felt crossed professional boundaries.
My ick is when you come in for your induction talking about, can I take a shower and eat? What?
My ick is when you ask me how much the baby weighs and it's still in your hands.
Dad comes outside and asks for a paternity test right outside the room door.
Saying you don't want any pain medicine, no epidural, but you are at an 8 out of 10 pain with just a Cervidil, and you're still closed, fingertip.
When we've already told you to push the call light, but every 5 minutes, your
Excuse
family
me?
member coming
Excuse
at the
me?
front
Excuse me,
desk
can I have some water?
asking for something else.
Excuse me, can I have a blanket?
Another ick, when you're going room to room between one baby mama and your other baby mama.
Oh, no.
Ick.
Say that. It's the unlimited trips to the nurse's station for me.
Healthcare workers are trusted with sensitive information and professionalism matters. Now this man explains how he felt after waiting 54 minutes for his girlfriend to come to the car.
Hi, sorry.
Better be recording.
I'm sorry.
Oh, good choice to record.
Why?
Oh, because I was gonna because I can leave later. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
I can't leave earlier, so if you tell me 5:30, you're done at 5, I can't do nothing about that. You tell me 5:30 and it's 6:24, I got a problem with that. And then you gonna tell me coming down at 6:10, 6:24. 6:24, that's 14 minutes. That's a minute of floor, basically. If you walked it, you slow.
I'm sorry.
I thought about all this, because I had 54 minutes to think about it, right? Right, or yes or yes?
Yes.
Oh, that's what, okay, yeah. No, yeah, 54 minutes.
That is a long wait, and it shows how important respect for each other's time can be in a relationship.
I just got fired because of that video of Big Lotto's challenge. Yay, I'm glad I put 6 years in a company that would fire me in literally a day of posting one video that harms nobody, that everybody was actually literally rooting for and happy about, but whatever, smart decision, smart move, you know? And then they put me on, it's called like an EFR list or something. Basically, I could never get rehired again. They would never rehire me again. Okay, thanks. 16 to 22, thanks. All the I do it, thanks.
It is also important to remember that companies usually do not want to be part of social media skits, especially if the content does not reflect their values.
All saying I want a strong man who's gonna lead, who's got it together, who isn't in his feelings. But then on the other hand, you're like, but I also want him to let me hang out with my guy friends.
Well, let me ask you this. Why does a man, not wanting you to hang out with a guy friend equate to a strong man? Why does that make them a strong man?
Why do I need a leash?
Well, it depends. Do you want him hanging out with women when you're not
I
there?
didn't care if he communicated.
Yeah.
Okay, I hear what you're saying, but I pay attention to what women do, not what they say. So, if you say, I'm fine with my boyfriend going off and hanging out with his girl who's a friend, it doesn't bother me. What I'm hearing is, that's not a guy you really want. That's not a guy that you're actually into, who really
Maybe you're speaking for yourself, but for me, that's not what happened. I loved him. I wanted a whole future with him.
But not enough to not hang out with the guy friends.
Seems the conversation was headed left once she thought a man having morals was putting restrictions on her abilities. Now is a story about online creators approaching strangers in public for content.
Why women can't find men anymore, because men don't want to deal with women like this anymore, and they're being shamed on social media.
Just today,
Fans model attempts to film herself being looked at while in line, but the stunt backfires spectacularly.
She makes her career on fans by people looking at her, but then she goes out and tries to entrap people looking at her.
Well, probably that's not a bad marketing tactic. It's like, these people want to look at me so you can get a more inside look.
Not everyone wants to be part of a video, and assuming they do can come off as self-centered. Up next, a woman shares how her husband took half of their assets in a divorce.
His husband took half your stuff? Goat. Legend. I want to shake his hand. Where is this man? I want to shake his hand. Why'd you get divorced? He wouldn't get a job. Oh, this guy kicked, dude. He's just sitting at home with the kid playing video games. What if I could, babe? How much you make a year? Or how much did you make a year? Quality rule.
Divorce can be complicated, and every situation has two sides. Now, this woman has an issue at work over the dress code.
I just want to know, do I look inappropriate for work? My dress code is a polo and dress pants or jeans, no rips. I'm dressed appropriately. However, I was called into the office because I don't have the right body shape. I cannot help my body shape. I got a verbal because of my body shape, and I was told I need to wear bigger clothes. I don't appreciate being body shamed. I'm being body shamed. They don't know what I went through in my life and the trauma that I went through to have to deal with being body shamed at work. All I want to do is work. And I'm not being dramatic, but you pulled me away from doing my job to tell me that I have the wrong type of body to wear the clothes that I'm wearing. I have on regular dress pants. And your excuse was the men in the tire shop and the boys keep stopping and looking at me. That's not my fault. You don't know the type of hell I had to go through my whole life just for how I look. You don't know what type of mental trauma I might have from having to be misunderstood.
Every workplace has standards, and following them is part of being employed there. Now, this man met a woman who sent over $800,000 in crypto to her account behind his back.
Is Maisa Jabali. They met at a marina about 6 months ago, says Bravo, where he docks his yacht. During that time, Bravo says Jabali wanted to learn about crypto. Early February, they get into a fight. Bravo says she tried to make up. February 8th, he was doing some day drinking and fell asleep.
When I woke up, she was gone.
Bravo, according to police, discovered 2 crypto transactions, $800,000 worth of cryptocurrency, Trump coin, to a crypto wallet that did not belong to him. The victim also advised his Amex credit card was no longer in his wallet.
I was able to identify her address, and it was the same address used that transferred my Trump coins into her Phantom wallet.
Enter private investigator David Bolton, who says that Jabali is from Tunisia. She's overstayed her visa, he says, and he found her at a hotel on Valentine's Day. She was taken down the stairs and cuffed by Miami police. Let's take a look at that walk.
The concern is her deportation. We're giving her a free ticket courtesy of the U.S. government back to Tunisia with $850,000 in her pocket.
Ms. Maisa Jabali.
Jabali is charged with taking Bravo's Amex and booking that Airbnb. Bravo says at this point she has not been charged in the crypto theft, but police tell him they are investigating. She's in the custody of ICE.
It's wild to see she wasn't even charged for the crypto theft. Makes us really wonder, right? Now, this woman explains why she believes some people may need to adjust their expectations in dating.
I hate to say this, but I think that women have to lower their standards. Before you go crazy on me, just hear me out. The amount of chronically single girlfriends that I know, either approaching their 30s or already in their 30s, that are like wanting to settle down and have a family, but can't, is an epidemic at this point. And we're talking about women that are financially stable, have educations, are beautiful, have their fathers in their lives, like come from nice families. Like, we're not talking about like a bum, we're talking about like a very decent young lady. So I'll have conversations with my friends and they'll say things like, oh, like, you know, I want him to make like at least $200,000 a year, like at minimum. He has to be in shape. Like, I really like a guy with a 6-pack. I love a guy who's like 6'2". I need a guy with like a full head of hair. Like I can't do bald guys. Every single time you throw a new specification into what you desire, the only person that fits within the parameters of what you are looking for exists in your dreams. No, I've had girlfriends tell me like, oh my God, no, he's great, this and that, like, but I can't do a short king. So you're telling me you found a guy that's like not bad looking, has a great job with benefits, like financially stable, comes from a great family, and you can't do it because his legs aren't long enough? Like, you are out of your minds.
Social media can sometimes create unrealistic standards for everyone involved. Up next, this woman talks about double standards in dating preferences.
And be like, I don't like women who wear makeup.
Yes, that's true. Most men actually prefer a woman that doesn't wear a whole lot of makeup. They would rather see the natural beauty rather than the one that the makeup created.
Oh yeah? So why is the makeup industry still a thing?
I would have thought that the answer to that would have been completely obvious, but I guess not.
Why is it recession-proof, pandemic-proof, literally thriving and growing every year?
Let's be very honest here. It's because women, who are the primary users and purchasers of makeup, continue to buy it. No matter what their personal financial situation happens to be, there's almost always room somewhere in the budget for makeup. And that's because society, and by society I mean other women, have convinced women that they only can look their best if they have makeup on, that they're somehow not complete if they're not wearing it. In fact, there are many women that will not even consider leaving the house unless they're wearing some sort of makeup. But let's not get it twisted. It's not men that are convincing women to wear makeup. It's other women. So that's why makeup industry continues to grow.
Both men and women can have preferences, but mutual respect should always be part of the conversation.
Top you in the room, bro. Talking to you.
1, 2, and...
So Gianna, Grace, and then who else?
I choose Denise, because I think Denise is pretty too.
You clearly don't like darker skinned girls. You're shorter than me, so we probably would be friends. The pale one over there.
Ladies, this is his preference.
Oh, I don't care about his preference. I just
She literally just height shamed like, oh, I'm sorry, you're 5'8", so
he's
friends
just mad.
only.
Are you upset about it?
No, why would I be upset about it?
But no, he's not upset about it, but it seems like you're upset about him choosing the white girls.
Yeah, but I don't understand it. I don't even understand why there is a comparison.
Well, it is a comparison because they're both preferences. So it seems like he's shamed for having his preferences.
Okay.
He like white chicks.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Your preferences, you don't want short guys, right?
Uh-huh.
And he didn't shame you for your preferences. But you shamed him for his preferences.
You can't shame men for their preferences while demanding everyone accepts yours. It's just not right.
I'd like to pull a power move on the first date, and I offer to pay and see what they do.
Yeah, and if he takes her up on it, he's done. He's not getting a second date. The problem with this is that she's not being genuine when she offers to pay. Instead, she's using it as a test. And while 99% of men will not take her up on this and they'll say, no, I'm paying, all men would not like knowing that this is a test and not genuine.
Paying for a date does not create power over someone else. Next, viewers reacted strongly to a teacher's behavior in a clip that raised concerns about professionalism.
Teacher has been fired after filming raunchy TikToks in her classroom. The dance-loving educator performed questionable dances with her students in a bid to engage them. She said, "One of my students invited me to dance with him, and the class really enjoyed the interaction. I know how difficult it is for younger students to focus their attention. I can take advantage of their interest and bring them closer to teaching." The TikToker with almost 10 million followers was also called out online for her classroom attire and the content she posts on other sites.
People in leadership roles are expected to act responsibly.
Excuse me, do you want some free bread?
Okay, mate.
Yeah, well, yeah, you see, if you were to take my number, yeah, you wouldn't have to buy bread anymore because you'd have your own personal little yeast factory on speed dial.
Oh my god. Oh god, that's disgusting.
Okay, looks like I've come in on gay day.
Now this woman shares her frustration about struggling to find a job despite having degrees in language skills.
This is the most humbled I've ever felt in my life. I'm literally holding resumes, a stack of them, so that I can go in person to places and say, are you guys hiring? It's honestly a little bit embarrassing because I'm literally applying for like minimum wage jobs. And some of them are being like, we're not hiring. And it's like, what? This is not what I expected. I graduated college with 2 degrees in communications and acting. I speak 3 languages. Oh, this sucks. Like, I just want to be a TikToker if I'm being so for real with you. But I can't be delusional anymore. Like, I literally need to make money. So I'm just gonna keep trying.
The job market can be unpredictable, and sometimes career paths do not go as planned. Next, a woman explains she was arrested after an incident that went viral online.
Arizona School District fired a teacher for an inappropriate social media account. That teacher was the former president of the Spokane NAACP, Nikichi Diallo, also known as Rachel Dolezal. She served as an instructor at the school. In 2015, Diallo made national headlines when it was revealed she lied for years and misrepresented herself as a black woman.
I wrong for dancing while on duty.
Social media attention does not change real-world consequences. Now, this woman talks about being fired after posting TikToks during her shift.
So y'all know I'm always on here making like funny TikToks. When I be like on breakout work and stuff, I be making TikToks. So the TikToks that I made just got me fired. They just fired mine. So y'all be careful with posting TikToks, even if it's not your voice, even if you're not saying where you work at. You being in uniform and making certain TikToks with certain captions or anything can cause you to get fired from your job at a clinic. And yeah, everything happened for a reason though. So I'm upset because I love my job, but it's okay. But y'all be careful with them TikToks.
Posting at work can violate company policies and lead to serious consequences. Next, a few women were escorted off a plane due to clothing that did not meet the airline's policy.
A crop top controversy going viral.
A male flight attendant came up to us and aggressively said, mumbled, "Put something on."
The women took this video before boarding, showing they had sweaters, but removed them, saying the plane did not have air conditioning before takeoff.
He's telling both of us to put our sweaters on. And then we're like, oh, can we see a dress code?
Carla Hager, a woman they did not know, was sitting in front of them.
I also have a crop top under my sweater, and I took my sweater off, and I was like, so if they're kicking you off this flight, then they're also going to have to kick me and my toddler off of the flight.
But that's what happened. The 3 women and a toddler kicked off the Spirit Airlines plane with no refund. A statement from the company said, "Our contract of carriage, a document all guests agree to upon making a reservation with us, includes certain clothing standards for all guests traveling with us. We are investigating the matter, and we are in contact with the guests about their experience." Airlines set their own standards, and passengers are expected to follow them. Now, this woman shares what her daily life was like working at a call center.
It's like working for a USA-based call center in Trinidad.
Customer care, Jada speaking. May I please have your first and last name?
Customer, is this the United States?
No, sir, this is not the United States. This is Trinidad and Tobago. How can I assist you today, sir? This is Trinidad and Tobago, sir. How can I assist you today?
Ooh. I basically just lost my job for making that video. Unemployed. And honestly, all I had to say is, thank God.
She says she is in a different place now and looking ahead to new opportunities. Back to the podcast discussion where a woman says employers should not look into employee backgrounds.
Fans aside, I personally would not advocate for employers to go looking to see how qualified the candidates are by the first thing that they're searching up after they see the name on the resume. Let's see if they have fans'
It
account.
comes up pretty quickly
And
when you look
wouldn't
at
just
somebody's
it wouldn't
background
just be
on
that
the
as part of
internet.
their history any more than I think it's relevant for an employer to be like, let's look through their Facebook, let's look through their Twitter, to specifically comb through their prospective like applicants' internet history.
Okay,
in that way.
internet history and fans are two different things.
Fans can be part of your internet.
So if I'm a CEO
they
and I'm
do.
hiring somebody, let's say I'm hiring a salesperson to close high ticket deals and they're talking with important people on a daily basis. And I'm
Right.
sending that salesperson to go speak with these people. And if any of those people that they speak to look up that person's name and they find three of them all over the internet, obviously they're going to take me and my company far less seriously if I have somebody working like that for me. How can you say that that's not important?
Many companies believe background checks are part of maintaining a safe and professional environment.
I did not want to be the one to come on here crying, being a Debbie Downer, being negative, but it makes it so hard to actually create content that is actually good, content that is actually going to help somebody or show somebody of why starting digital marketing is such a great idea, because all my mind can focus on are these feelings. To the person that sent that video to corporate and got me fired, thank you. And I know that everybody is going to see this video too, and that's okay. I'm not going to say anything wrong. Did I realize that what I was saying in that video was going to lead to this? No, I would have never done that. But it seems like with my life, no matter how hard I try, I end up shut up.
And finally, this woman offers advice that she believes more people should consider when it comes to relationships and personal growth.
No man wants to come home after working 40 to 50 hours a week to negativity and have some dinner ready, get him some fresh underwear and run a shower, then get down on your knees. It's not that hard.